yourself. And the forward on here is from Giuliani, which I thought was hilarious because I know that he was an enemy for much of your career,
Yes.
and he was trying to destroy you, give you a 100-year sentence. He was instrumental in imposing some of the laws that shut down the mafia's heyday as well. And thank you for your honesty, because although I know it's not always easy to recount certain memories from certain chapters of our life, in doing so, you
Yeah.
enlighten us to the true nature of what it is to be a human, and the complexities of what it is to be a human, and all the forces that are in play in all of us at all of the time. And that's inspiring, but it's also liberating, because even though we've walked very different lives, there's so many similarities and so many lessons that I've learned from you. So thank you, Michael. I appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate that. And I want to tell you, I'm very inspired by you. Like I said, I'm very impressed when somebody at a young age has it together, works hard, and reaches the level that you've reached at a young age. I mean, it's very inspiring. We need, I hope you continue to be, an example of somebody that can just really put their head to the grind and make it. And I've read up on you, and I know that's what you've done. You've created a great business here, and just keep going.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay,
Thank you.
you got it.
We were in deep trouble at Netflix. We had losses of about $50 million. We have got to sell this sucker fast.
Mark Randolph is an American tech entrepreneur, the co-founder and first CEO of Netflix. With a career panning numerous startups and ventures, Mark's expertise in innovation, leadership, and business strategy is unparalleled.
August 1997, Netflix was founded.
Yes. And the reality is, the idea was ridiculous. It didn't work. Nobody would rent DVDs by mail. But with over 40 years of being an entrepreneur, I've learned every idea is bad. We just don't know why they're bad yet. The important thing is how clever can you be to come up with a quick and cheap way to test it. For example, we thought, let's just have a subscription and no late fees. It was a ridiculous idea, but when we tested it, people loved it.
The Netflix DVD service has changed the world.
You explored selling Netflix to Amazon 2 years after you'd launched.
For probably 10 to $15 million. That's not a bad return for 12 to 18 months work. But I thought it was much more interesting to take the shot and see what Netflix could become. But all of a sudden, in a matter of a week or two, in spring of 2000, we were going to go broke being successful. We tried going to Blockbuster for months, but they weren't going to save us. They were going to compete with us. Netflix wouldn't have survived. But there's a story which has not really been told, which took one of Netflix's biggest impediments and turned it into one of its biggest assets. So
the Diary of a CEO raffle is about to close. Anyone that subscribes to the Diary of a CEO before we hit 7 million subscribers, which is probably going to be in a couple of days' time, you will be included in the raffle. And on the day we hit 7 million subscribers, we are giving away a lot of money can't buy prizes to all of you. So hit the subscribe button, get in before 7 million, and I'll announce the prizes and the winners in the comments below when we hit 7 million subscribers. Mark, in this season of your life, if you could consolidate your mission and the work that you're doing across the content you produce, the people you speak to, your professional endeavors, if you could consolidate that into a singular, focused mission, what exactly would that mission be in this season of your life?
for me, at this point in my life, it's all about mentorship. I've done 7 startups. I kind of recognized quite a while ago, I do not have the appetite to do another one. It's that 7 by 24 focus that I don't want to do anymore. I have other things that I would love to have spending time on. But you can't turn it off. I've also realized that over 40 years of being an entrepreneur, I've learned a few things about how to actually play this game. And so my mission now is, how do I pay that forward? How do I help other people either have a shot at it like I did, or if they're already playing the game, how do I try and increase their odds of success?
You wrote this book called That Will Never Work. Why? Books are painful and hard to write. What is it that you want someone who gets to the end of this book to walk away with?
I've come to believe that almost all of the information that people receive from the general media about entrepreneurship is wrong. It glorifies entrepreneurship in what I think is a damaging way. You watch these movies that are about entrepreneurship, and it's all about driving around in the fast cars and having the parties. And that's not it. It's a very lonely profession. So in a simple answer, the reason I wrote the book is I wanted to give people a true story of what it really means to come up with a crazy idea that everyone thinks is never going to work, and the struggle to make it real. And if someone reads that book and gets to the end and goes, this sounds great, then that's exactly the right person who should be an entrepreneur. If someone goes, this sounds a lot harder than I expected, well, then I've done a service in that way as well, which is I've kept someone from getting into this for all the wrong reasons.
When you look back on your journey to Netflix, do you know, I remember hearing Steve Jobs speak about the decisions he made in hindsight that when he reflects on his life resulted in him starting Apple and the decisions he made within Apple. So obviously, you know, things he's famous for saying is that he went to a typography class, he dropped in and he started learning about design and typography, and that shaped him. What are those early sort of experiences that in hindsight fed into the creation of Netflix?
Probably the meta thing was the fact that most of these endeavors were entrepreneurial. So, for example, initially, my first foray into direct response marketing was when I asked if I could run the mail order division of this sheet music company that I was working for. And so what it meant to run the mail order division was every day you got the mail, and if you found someone's asking for a list of great songbooks, you'd make a copy and you'd mail it out. And then if an order came in, you'd go to the warehouse and pick, pack, and ship it. And that spoke to me, and I began experimenting and said, okay, now what happens if I do 2 pages or do it in color? What happens if I mail it out? And I built this mail order division into a real mail order company. So it was this combination of direct response, but more importantly, it was building something. It was creating a company inside a company. So there are certainly those preparations. From the direct response side, hugely formative for at least Netflix. Because if you think about it, what direct response marketing is all about testing.
No one's got everything, but the street does have everything.
Imagine escaped war and persecution.
It's not something you see every day.
And rebuilt their lives and an entire industry one stone at a time.
Jack Reese. Fourth generation of the diamond business, 89 years.
Belly of the beast continues.
Who transformed the survival into a global powerhouse.
There's not a door you can't knock on, right, Martin?
They got off. That still defines the market today.
It's a secret. This is not something we...
What is this thing?
And now we're showing you where it's going next. The forces reshaping it, the mega players who have controlled the flow of money, power, and diamonds for half a century. This is the Diamond District, unfiltered and finally revealed from the inside.
11 in the morning in the Diamond District. We're gonna go on a serious Diamond District adventure with someone who's been in business for over 50 years. Set the price of every diamond for the past half century. The belly of the beast. He's shooting me, I'm shooting him, and when we draw, we just kill him.
This is Martin Rappaport. He's single-handedly responsible for the prices of diamonds around
the world. In 1978, published the first diamond price list with
RapNet. It's the world's largest online diamond trading network with access to 1.6 million diamonds worth over $7 billion.
He's co-founder of the Kimberly Process, locking conflict.
He didn't just enter the diamond business, he transformed it entirely.
A diamond legend. Someone who's been pricing every diamond that's been purchased for the past 50 years. Someone who has extraordinary authority amongst the Jewish people and amongst everybody in the diamond world, from the miners to the cutters to everybody else. An eccentric man, you know, that's not scared of anything, but stands up for what he really believes in. And he's taking me on a tour, and he likes to wake up early.
We're still doing the Diamond District tour. I got one important client that's in fashion, big guy in fashion. Work with Louis Vuitton and God knows who else. And he's putting diamonds on clothing. right now. You'll see. Are you happy with it?
I'm very happy with it.
All right. But where's the jacket that it's going to be on?
It's in Italy.
Oh, we're actually going to Italy on Friday. The spikes are to have a brand, and we're gonna put these on some jacket.
They're going to attach. So there's this screw back. Put one in my boot earlier.
So he sourced these pieces himself. We sourced these pieces, and then we iced them out for you. Where did you get these things from? Somewhere in Italy, or?
Yes, I get the hardware made in Italy.
Now you have to wear short pants so they stick out.
I mean, he can put that in a lot of places, but that really lights it up.
It just like, you know,
it turns into something else.
This shit's crazy. And it's cool because like it's modular. I could put it on a jacket, I could put it on a chain, I could put it on shoes.
So how are you gonna premiere this?
We're doing a showroom during Paris Fashion Week.
Right.
In the neighborhood called Le Marais.
Right.
It's like kind of like the Soho of Paris. And we're premiering our collection during Paris Fashion Week. This stuff is like obviously not for our ready to wear.
Right.
For our couture, which is like all made to order. A lot of our pieces are extremely handmade, hand sewn. We have leather that's being like tattooed by like a person. We do everything is very meticulous and handmade.
Where are you doing the manufacturing?
In Vicenza. It's this little town about 40 minutes north of Venice, Italy.
The Vicenza show is the gold show there.
Oh, no way. I mean, there's a lot of jewelry makers.
Yeah.
Gold. A lot of gold jewelry makers out in Vicenza. Very high quality.
Our factory deals with, like they were telling us that there's a lot of jewelry and gold here. But it is a beautiful part of town. And it's only 40 minutes from Venice.
That's, I was going to say, so from there we went to Venice to eat in a kosher restaurant.
Yeah.
They have the Venice, the show is a major show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's still there.
Do you guys still go?
I haven't been there in a while. I think the last time is when I went with you, Mig.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Thailand knocked them off a lot, but now with tariffs, it's a whole new world. Tariffs is going to have a big impact on you too, I'm sure.
It already has, to be honest with you. I mean, it sucks because our stuff is already expensive, but like the tariffs make it hard, make the shit more expensive for the American consumer, you know? Like,
hard to absorb.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but a lot of rich people travel, so
what
they travel.
Italy to the U.S. now.
What, Noel, we shipped a package with like maybe 4 pairs of pants into the U.S. and then they tried to charge us $1,500
for 4 pair of pants.
For 4 pair of pants, and
it's 15%.
Our pants, they retail for like $11,000. Our most expensive pair of pants, and production cost is still high. So they're not charging on this $11,000 retail price, but we're still paying $50s of dollars for the pants to get made. So like we're getting mass, you know, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, everybody's eating shit to one degree or another, but luckily on our end we have a factory here, and that really helps.
This couldn't be me, but
anybody know? You got to survive, bro. What can you do?
And look, you know, like France, you have VAT. If you try to sell anything from here to Europe, you get hit with VAT to import it into the country. These tariffs are pretty much like the European VATs.
And VAT's crazy. It's like 20%.
When you go to Europe, but here there's no VAT. I mean, okay, New York is sales tax, but the U.S. doesn't have VAT.
Yeah.
Trump's saying we're going to charge you for this import stuff, and I'm going to reduce the income tax. So instead of taking so much of income tax, I'll take less. It's a play. It's what he's thinking.
Well, let's see how it actually works now.
The setting is perfect. Like every row of them, like I was telling him, like the actual workout, like it looks beautiful.
So everything worked out great. Now you just have to premiere this, and it's going to be one of the first diamond pieces of apparel I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's going to be fire. Obviously, I'll send you updates when I get to Italy. We're going to try it out on a few different items, and
right, and we'll try to, you know, make it pop.
I mean, whenever I like with jewelry, it's somehow, you know, I always find a way to make the headlines with the jewelry shades.
Yeah. No, they want you in they want you in the jewelry industry some way, somehow. So, you know, right now, we're always here to support you, man. They appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Let's go to the secret place.
Right.
Secret place, everybody. You got to look for the barber hole. The barber thing.
Ziggy found this place?
No, yeah, Ziggy found it. How long you been creeping around 47th Street, Ziggy?
49 years.
49 years. How many years you been on the street?
21.
All right, and I've been on
I'm not far
50 with Ziggy, so
yeah,
you've been 100 and something years here.
I mean, listen, this is one of the busiest streets in New York City, to be honest.
This is where my first office was, 30 West. This is where I was, 5th floor. It was a quarter of an office. It was a desk that was so small.
What was the rent?
$100 a month. That's how we started, man.
The first day was meeting up with Martin. He's vlogging on his phone. I turned that shit off. He was like, whose phone are you turning off? He looked at me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know how much content he has and with who since the 70s, I think. Taking us to a spot, a little dive in for shakshuka in the Diamond District.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
It's the barber shop.
You see the barber thing, man? Now, if you don't know the barber thing, you're never going to get there, guys. Find some coins, right?
Right.
And ho. The guy digs your shoes, okay? You got
this man knows about it. He's been on the
Oh, yeah, he's been here for a while.
I do.
All right. And then, whoa, this is inside. And here's the barber. Yes, sir. He's having his shakshuka, okay? And this is where people hang out, like the secret place. Here's everybody hanging out.
I want to try one, man.
You want to try shakshuka, dudes?
Okay, how are you?
Nice. Do you like it in a burrito?
Whatever you recommend, man.
Recommend it in a cheese burrito or some shakshuka?
Whatever you say.
There he goes.
3? All right, I'll take all 3. Whatever. Someone's gonna have it. Who wants a shakshuka? I got 3 of them.
Busy. Let me show you this over here.
Well, listen, I could.
And then we'll go eat something. Hang on. But first, let's go over here.
Yeah, we gotta sit down somewhere.
What's up, dog?
He takes me to go get shakshuka, and then he's like, nah, you're just a secret.
Well, wait.
I want to try the shakshuka.
Oh, so why don't we go to your office?
No, let's go to my office or the park on 46th Street?
No, let's go to the office. Let's go to your office.
All right,
We can't do the street. And here is the Trax domain.
We pull over over here. We're gonna have to
team. So you know,
take this.
Share it.
You have one to share. This big secret shakshuka that Martin saw.
I think we built it up too much.
You built it up too much. Is that what happened?
Yeah. Actually, it's gonna taste like garbage. Gotcha.
I need a knife. No, it's nice. It's good. It's a great breakfast.
You know, it is what it is. As the president once said, it is what it is. And
the shakshuka is great.
It's all right. So what makes 47th Street the street? What drives all this? Well, obviously, it's a concentration of 3 important things. First of all, product. There's more product in 47th Street than anywhere else in the United States. 2, money. If I show you something here that's below the market price by 5-10%, someone's going to gobble it up like a fish. And third of all, expertise. They know how to take those gems and take those metals and then make something out of it. So 47th Street has all those abilities.
In the early decades of the 20th century, New York City's diamond trade was little more than a scattered collection of cutters, brokers, and small-time dealers spread across Manhattan. As Jewish refugees fled Nazi-occupied Europe, jackets hidden in luggage are tucked away in the seams of their clothing. But even more valuable than the gems were the skills that they brought. Generations of cutting, dealing, and craftsmanship perfected in Antwerp and Amsterdam. When these refugees first arrived in New York, they didn't immediately settle on 47th Street. In the 1920s and 30s, many worked out of Canal Street, but as more refugees arrived after the war, space tightened, rents climbed, and the need for a centralized, safer, and more professional hub became impossible to ignore. The newly built office towers around 47th Street had small, affordable spaces, perfect for cutters, setters, and dealers who traveled light. The block became a chain reaction of craft and commerce. Word spread. If you want diamonds in New York, you go to 47th
Oh my God, you missed it.
No one's got everything, but the street does have everything.
Imagine, 1970 or not even like in the 1960s, 50s, and you need a diamond. You don't even know anything. You can't look anything up on the internet. You have to go to the New York Public Library.
No library. Connections. Everybody had an uncle who had a cousin, many of whom were Jewish, refugees after the war.
Right.
Certainly in the 1950s, the community of the Jewish people came and built 47th Street. This used to be on Canal Street. The origins of the diamond industry in New York was on Canal Street in the 1930s and 40s.
Wow.
I actually started by selling in Canal Street. I think from 47th Street went down to Canal Street shops and sold in the booths over there.
Yeah. One thing led to another.
The other, and just being opportunistic.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I think we have a first stop. What's our first stop?
The real Diamond District was really viewed by Jack Reese. Belly of the beast continues. Here is where we're gonna cut the stones. Jack Reese, one of the real founders of the Diamond District. These are people that have been cutting stones for generations, going back to the Jewish people when the temple was destroyed. I don't know, and you have to grab your gems and run for your life. This is why we're working in the gem field, or we're working in this. When you have to pick up your life and move on. And you could take a couple of gems and take them with you. If you have a crazy shop or a crazy business in ancient Babylon where, you know, you own the biggest factory and then all of a sudden Nebuchadnezzar's reign is being threatened or whatever, what you're gonna do? You're gonna pick up that factory or you're gonna pick up all that stuff and get going? No, you're gonna have to start from scratch. Unless you got some gems you could carry. And this has really been going on for a couple of thousand years. And the Jewish people running around from one place to another pick up the habit of working with stones. High value, small piece, and keep it moving. And this is a glimpse into that heritage of people that are working hard. They're really, really good people at Jack Reese. A lot of people are gonna be tempted to treat them, you know, by how they look. And you're gonna see that in the comments. Hating on Jews right now with all the shit that's going on in the world is real popular, real easy. Different people have a different go. I remember after 9/11, it was Muslims. Just because of the way you look, you get treated like shit. If you have your eyes open, you have to see things for what they are and how they are. You are entering a heritage of people that is working hard. Oh, look at this. It's like ancient Rome, like I'm back in Italy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Come on in, come on in.
Which way?
We're cutting stones in New York City, the Reese family.
From the beginning.
From 80, 90 years.
Come on in, please. Not a lot of people get to see this. These are the boys that are cutting the stones, and they're here in New York.
Yep. Polly.
We've got some rough cut diamonds right here. These are diamonds in the rough.
Cut. They're rough, like out of the ground, baby.
They're straight out of the ground. Well, they don't look like this out of the ground, do they?
Yeah. Exactly like this.
No way.
Yes, sir. This is rough as it comes out of the ground.
As it comes out.
You're putting it, you're crushing, you're switching, you're speckling, you're slapping, you're pulling stuff out. This is as it comes out of the ground.
Oh, okay, cool. So, I mean, this isn't a really commercial grade because it's off color, but it looks like you could get something nice out of it.
Definitely. This stuff is worth money.
And this is how many carats here?
6 carat plus.
So you lose 70% of the weight.
No, 50%.
Between 50 and 60% roughly of the weight will get lost in getting this into a finished natural diamond. Okay.
Beautiful finish.
Okay.
And you know what's amazing? Why are fancy shapes often less expensive than rounds? And the reason is because rough comes in a variety of shapes. It's not like synthetics all the same.
Right.
And therefore, when you know how to optimize the shape of a rough for a certain fancy shaped product, you're going to get a better yield. So you have to know, actually look at the shape of the rough to decide the shape of the polished. Now you can take a look at what it looks like when the syringe tells you how to cut the diamond. The polished in the rough on the syringe here.
I'm going to take this rough cut diamond and I'm going to put it on this machine right here. All right, we're going to close it. That's set. It's set good. The stone is right here. We're going to close it.
And not only are they looking at the rough diamond's outside characteristics, but the syringe machine is also looking for imperfections in the diamond.
Right.
And then saying, well, if you cut it this way, you can get a round stone. That way, you can get an elongated stone. Another way, you can get something else. And it gives you all the options of what polished diamonds can be the result of this rough diamond.
So now the stone is scanned, okay, the rough cut. Now let's go to the next part of the thing you were just looking at. And this is the stone that could be inside if you cut it. It's the cut planner.
That's the whole trick of the business, planning and getting the most out of the money.
Come up with something, you know? Let's get it to keep up Ziggy's pockets inside out. Once you plan it, you print it, and then you have somebody who has years and years of experience cut it. So what's the plan for this stone? Does he know already? Oh, it's right here?
Yo, I make bombs. Check out my IG.
Little by little. Very precise work. Years of experience required. Not something you're gonna get into overnight. It's not a barbershop.
This ain't shakshuka.
I make bombs.
She has a line. And these stones eventually get, after all this, they get GIA?
Everything goes to the GIA.
You get the rough, you put it in the sarin, you figure out what you want to get out of it, you cut it, cleave it, polish it, and then sand it.
Yep.
What's the most interesting stone you cut? Tell us.
Say it out. Say what you cut.
I had the 112 carat cushion. And how long did it take to cut? I have one 250 carat pear shape, old, to make next to it, a pear. Took a long time.
Right.
A month, a year.
No. I think about
a month to work.
Yeah.
Right.
This stone is not going to be rectangular. You see, it's a perfect octagon.
So what is that going to turn into?
Probably 2 round stones, I would say.
Yeah. So out of this, we're gonna sit here and get 2 brilliant cuts that would be roughly 1 carat each.
No.
Yes? No? Less? More?
Maybe much bigger. How much is it though?
1.5?
No.
2?
Wait,
2 stones, 2 carats each?
No, there'll be different sizes. One will be bigger, one will be smaller.
Oh, that's 13 carat rough. Okay, listen, I'm sleeping. I'm sorry.
3 carats for sure.
I got he made me wake up early. It's all right. You gotta get some big boys out of there. All right.
One of the only factories in New York City still cutting diamonds.
From
rough to polish. Everything else is being cut in Botswana or in different countries or in India. I guess 98% has been cut. 92%, I guess. 92% is cut in India.
Yeah, it's
So
very nice to have this in the Diamond District because it makes it a real place. So you guys are really holding.
We're still holding the
manufacturing.
Holding manufacturing, and let's hope that it's gonna come back and it's gonna continue what used to be here, like 3,000 cutters.
Enough tariffs and sure.
That's it.
You know, I've been in the diamond industry 21 years. I didn't even know Jack Reese existed. That's the top. They're getting the big rough stones and they're cutting them. That's where the money's at, okay? They're working with the top. You found a 50 carat diamond, you want to turn it into money, you're gonna have to go to Jack Reese.
Where else are we going? So we have 2 dealers. One of them is House of Diamonds.
One is RCI.
And these are 2 wholesalers. I think people are making more money on 47th Street because of the memo business than anywhere else. That's the guts of 47th Street. That's where we're going now.
Now, a memo, what is a memo? Memo, for the people that are just starting out, a memo is where you could take something and pay for it after you sell it.